Abby, and today I am going to be making Disney's Dole Whip, but in my own home. So currently there is a pandemic sweeping across the world, and because of it, Disney parks are naturally closed to avoid spreading coronavirus, COVID-19, and to make up for it, they're like, you know what, we'll release some of our parks recipes just to make you guys feel like you're at the park. And I appreciate that because I live in Minnesota and cannot get to a Disney park at any given moment. So I donned my best Disney wear and I'm going to make Dole Whip. So Disney released this recipe earlier this week and I have been tagged in it more times than I can count because I am a notorious Dole Whip pusher. When people say, what should I do at Disney World? First thing I say is get a Dole Whip. I live, breathe, and die this stuff. And I love it and it's so good. And the recipe that I've been seeing isn't true to actual Dole Whip because actual Dole Whip doesn't have any dairy in it. I'm allergic to dairy, so that's good for me, but this home recipe does call for ice cream, so I do have a non-dairy ice cream. So basically what they said you're gonna need for this is a big scoop of ice cream, frozen pineapple chunks, and pineapple juice. That's it. Throw it in a blender and call it good. So we're gonna see if it's true to an actual Dole Whip or not. So supplies we have to work with here, I just bought a big jumbo can of pineapple juice, a bag of frozen pineapple chunks, and then my ice cream. And then they did recommend a piping bag with a star tip to kind of give it that iconic Dole Whip shape. So I'm gonna try that as well. I've never been good at piping things, so that could get interesting. Okay, into the blender, we will put 2 cups of frozen pineapple chunks, using a ½ cup measure because I can't find my full cup. So we'll use 4 of these, which is the whole bag. And then we will need ½ cup of pineapple juice. The thing about these cans is that they're kind of tricky to store once you open them. I don't like to take the lid fully off because once you do, you have just this giant open can in your fridge with the potential of it to, you know, just tip over at any given second. So I just like to use a little can opener like that. We'll pour in ½ cup of this. Now for the ice cream, it said 1 big scoop. It didn't give any specific instructions on how much, so I'm just gonna put in what I think is justifiable as 1 big scoop. I'm using a dairy-free vanilla with coconut milk. I figured maybe the coconut would play well with the pineapple. I also bought some raspberry sorbet, thinking maybe I could do like a play on a raspberry Dole Whip. I'm gonna do about that for, well, I'll throw in a little bit more. We'll do about that much ice cream. Okay, get this bad boy on the blender. Let's start with 1. I mean, I don't want to come for Aloha aisle, but this is looking pretty good. Looks like a Dole Whip texture to me. I have a feeling this part's gonna get real messy real quick, but you know what? We're going all out for this. Well, the best way to fill these is with a cup, but I don't know if that's gonna work or not. Huh? All those baking shows might be onto something. Blade out of here. I want to lick it so bad, but I want my first bite to be from the cup. Am I overfilling this? Probably. I never put the tip in. See? Bad at piping things. Since I forgot to put the tip into the bag, like a true genius, I'll just do this. We'll pipe it into the bowl like this. Not too shabby. Eh? Okay, here it is. My homemade Dole Whip. I can't wait to try this. This swirl is so sad. Oh, but it is what it is. I'm making things at home. I'm not in an actual Disney park, unfortunately, but I'm gonna eat this the same way I eat every other Dole Whip. You start with the big old swirl on top. This is like spot on. I'm actually blown away. That That tastes like a real deal Dole Whip. I feel like I'm at Aloha Isle, I'm getting a Dole Whip. I'm about to go on Pirates of the Caribbean. I got a fast pass for Jungle Cruise. Oh, it's perfect. It's beautifully perfect. I was not expecting it to be either. I had my doubts. I'm like, there's no way this is gonna taste like an actual Dole Whip. Disney's got that locked down. And here I am in Minnesota, making my own Dole Whip, feeling like I'm at the park. Oh yeah. Overall, thoroughly impressed. 100% gonna be making this again. And I will leave everything down in the comments recipe-wise, but it's so simple. Pineapple juice, frozen pineapple, and a big old scoop of ice cream. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and let me know if there's another Disney recipe you want me to try, because I got a bunch of time on my hands, so why not? One last update as I'm going through footage here, it even melts like a Dole Whip. You know how it gets all like that frothiness around the edge there, and then it's still like solid in the middle? It's totally doing that. So cool. I'm so happy. This is like the best day of my life.